How's it going, everybody? My name is Salty and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 class setups for hardcore here in Black Ops Cold War. Now, before we get started, this list was actually created by some of the best hardcore players back in year 1 of Black Ops Cold War. They gave me some information and helped me create this new top 5 list for you guys. So this is going to be some of their class setup mixed in with some of my attachments that I like to run. But without further ado, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are new. Make sure to also smash the like button. It's the best way to support the channel. Let's jump into it. Now we're going to get started here at number 5. But before we even get into the class setup, I want to go over my tactical lethal field upgrade and of course my wildcard selection. So starting with the wildcard, perk grade is going to be almost a must here in hardcore. So because you're a one-shot kill, you don't want to be sitting in the map stunned. You don't want to get grenaded and die. So flak jacket and tactical massacre are going to be the big 2 perks there that you're going to need to run. The rest of them are going to be pretty subjective. I like to use gearhead and scavenger, gung-ho, and spycraft. And then of course for the tactical, we're going to go with the stim shot. I run that even in core. But if you're weak in hardcore, honestly, it's quite annoying to have your body sitting there pulsing or have the red blood on your screen. The Semtex is always just the most safe for me, but this is again going to be subjective. And then the trophy system, I feel this is a must just because of the amount of nade and stun spam that does get thrown around the map. So let's jump over into the class setup here. A theme you guys are going to see are these are going to be higher damage weapons because you want the potential for one-shot kills at farther ranges. So for the AK-47 here starting, we have the muzzle brake 9. This is going to be for vertical recoil control. Now, one of the big reasons I decided to go with the muzzle brake here is there's 0 cons to running it. If I were to go with the Spetsnaz compensator, the KGB eliminator, we're sacrificing horizontal recoil control. And for these, if we go with a Gru suppressor here, we're sacrificing effective damage range and bullet velocity, which is obviously not ideal because we want to keep our one-shot potential as far as possible. Found nothing but success there with the muzzle brake. For the barrel, another big theme is going to be movement. We have the 15.5-inch ultralight. If you're going to be playing hardcore, you need that ability to get your gun up quickly and move around the map at insane speeds so you're not getting picked off. So the ultralight will just up your movement speeds, 10% added to our aim walking movement speeds, and then 5% to our strafe speeds, which is just going to be overall movement speeds while aiming down the sight, shooting, just in general. So down, we do not need an underbarrel or a body. I really love this class setup here, but 50-round fast mag. 50 bullets is a lot. You can pick up a lot of kills, safely reload with that fast mag, jump right back into it. A lot of hardcore players know that the spawn traps are actually quite insane, so you're definitely going to need that fast mag ability there. So for the handle, the Gru elastic wrap, you're going to need the most amount of aim down sight speed there. In hardcore, your reaction time is going to be of the most importance. For the stock, the KGB skeletal, this is for the sprint to fire speed. Then we also get some even more movement speed there with the 40% added to our aim walking. The sprint to fire speed is important. That will just help your time that you can pick up your gun and shoot. Let's slide over to number 4. Now at number 4, I have the AK-74U. This is going to be old reliable when it comes down to hardcore. This is the weapon that has almost always been used the most out of any other weapon in hardcore. It's kind of like the XM4 over in core, but it has a great damage for an SMG and great damage range, great one-shot potential there. So sliding over to the class setup, we have the Spetsnaz compensator here starting us off. The vertical recoil control is basically the biggest problem with the AK-74U, so that's really why you need to take care of that. The horizontal isn't all that big of a deal, but when we get down to the underbarrel, you'll see why the -2 horizontal isn't really all that big of a deal. So for the barrel, you're going to need this 10.3-inch task force. It raises our damage, effective damage range, and bullet velocity. Like I said, this will give you the ability to get a one-shot kill at much farther ranges, and it has just overall has great statistics, great movement speeds. So down to the underbarrel, we're going with the Spetsnaz grip, 21% to our horizontal recoil control, and 7% to our vertical. I've really loved using the 74U early on. When I was going for Dark Matter Ultra, I was really in that hardcore Nuketown 24/7 playlist. And whenever I was struggling, I would always go back to the 74U. Like I said, it's kind of like old reliable. Now, heading it down here, we have the 50-round fast mag. Shoots extremely fast. Therefore, you're going to need the most amount of bullets there, of course, but also the ability to reload quickly. I personally only like playing Nuketown when it comes to hardcore, but all these classes are very viable on any other map. So sliding down to the handle, we have the Gru elastic wrap, 30% to our aim down sight speed, the ability to drop shot, and then flinch resistance. This class setup may seem a bit off if you guys are strictly core players, but in hardcore, this thing is an absolute beast. Highly recommend you give this one a go. Personally, one of my favorites. Let's jump over to number 3. Now, at number 3, I'm going to have the EM2. The EM2 has some of the best damage in the game, especially for an AR. As you know, in core, it has the potential to be a 3-shot kill. In hardcore, it's a 1-shot kill almost all of the time. Slower fire rate, but with this class setup, we really upped that movement speed, and it has low recoil. So starting us off, the Microflex LED. You're going to need this. I don't really recommend scoped in sights unless you're strictly going for long shots. If you want the most success in hardcore, you need to be aggressive. You need to control the middle of the map. You need to control their spawns. So one thing I always see when I go to hardcore is people camping. Sure, you can camp, but how much are you really helping your team unless you're playing TDM? And then what happens when a team gets up close and personal with you, gets aggressive, and puts you into a spawn trap? So you need that reflex sight there, unless you, of course, you enjoy that iron sight. Now we have the 23.5-inch ultralight for the barrel, just like the AK-47. Movement speeds are going to be king, especially when you're using slower paced weapons like assault rifles. But the damage over here is still at 42. That's a 1-shot kill in hardcore, up to 38 meters. Great statistics. We're just upping that movement speed as a whole. Down to the magazine, we're going to need the 30-round fast mag. Just like the other weapons, you need the quick ability to reload, and then, of course, the most amount of bullets in the magazine. The 40-round mag here is a good option, but it does have an extremely slow reload speed, so it is viable on some bigger maps. Now down to the handle, airborne elastic wrap. Pretty common theme here. You need the most amount of aim down sight speed. Then we also get that flinch resistance and ability to drop shot, which will be important if somebody decides to get a hit marker on you at some distance there. You'll be able to keep your flinch down low. Now for the stock, the Raider. Sprint to fire speed, aim walking, movement speed, especially on assault rifles. Their stock sprint to fire speeds are definitely slower than SMGs, so this just helps your cause there. I really enjoyed using this. Like I said, when I'm going for Dark Matter Ultra, that's where I come up with all of these class setups, and I also stated that these were made by some of the best hardcore players as far as KD, win-loss ratio. They ended up helping me make all these classes. This one personally wasn't mine, but they really said this class was an absolute beast. So let's jump over to number 2. Now at number 2, we have the Milano. Now, hot take, I think, but like I said, this is not one of my class setups. This was something that was given to me by some other people in the hardcore community, because I'm overall not in that hardcore community. I basically go for Dark Matter Ultra. That's the extent of my hardcore experience, but they said this thing has a crazy 1-shot distance, and the overall damage makes it a 1-shot almost 100% of the time. So starting here, we have the SOCOM Eliminator. Because we're going with this Task Force barrel, the Task Force barrel, as you know, takes away some of that recoil control, so the SOCOM Eliminator is going to be a must here. But for the barrel, obviously, like I said, we have the Task Force, 5% added to our damage, 50% effective damage range, and 75% bullet velocity. 44 damage is extremely high for an SMG, and with the health so low in hardcore, you can definitely see where this is a 1-shot kill, even further than 22 meters when you think about it. If it's doing 44 damage per bullet and the damage starts to drop off at 22 meters, I believe the stock damage in hardcore is 30. So that makes the distance even further. And on top of that, the movement speed of the weapon, of course, is one of the best in the game. So for the underbarrel, you're going to need this field agent grip here. I had it on the speed grip there by accident, but it's the field agent grip because of the Task Force barrel. We need that vertical and horizontal recoil control. It's extremely easy to use, this and the SOCOM Eliminator combined. Now for the magazine, we have the 55-round fast mag. Like I said, in core, you can get away without running the fast mag, but in hardcore, your health is so low that you need your reaction time and your movement just constantly going. So the fast mag, there's not much explanation needed there. And then we have the airborne elastic wrap, just like the other builds, for the most amount of aim down sight speed, the ability to drop shot, and then, of course, flinch resistance. So we're going to jump over to number 1. I'm sure a lot of you really aren't going to be too surprised. Now, this class setup was taken by a very well-known hardcore player, Mr. Gods, and this is his exact class setup. After using it, he said everything it should do. Crazy damage range, crazy damage. You know, 45 base damage for the Tech 9 is extremely high for an SMG, and so in hardcore, this thing's absolutely busted. Started here, full auto repeater, pretty simple. Just like core, you want that fully automatic attachment. For the barrel, this one's a little different here. We have the reinforced heavy barrel. You do not need the Task Force because it's already at 41 damage here. So that's a very high damage SMG. So the reinforced heavy barrel here will help our 1-shot potential at 18% effective damage range, and then of course we get that bullet velocity increase to make our bullets connect a little quicker there. So down to the underbarrel, you're going to need the field agent grip for 0 recoil on the weapon, giving you the ability to take extremely long gunfights. Now we have the 33-round fast mag. Like I said, the fast mag is important. You don't want to be sitting there stuck reloading while someone can round a corner and 1-shot you. So the handle, airborne elastic wrap, just like I have said for every other weapon, your aim down sight speed is extremely important in hardcore. Your reaction time, everything of the sorts is going to be important. I am going to jump over into a hardcore gameplay for you guys. I am recording this before I go for the gameplay strictly because I know I'm not the best hardcore player and it's going to take me some time. It may not be a nuclear gameplay, but I will give you the best possible gameplay I can put out. And if you guys are interested in more hardcore gameplays, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section down below. I'll do some class setups and some gameplays over on hardcore. But without further ado, let's jump over into that. I hope you guys enjoy. So I don't know how long how much longer I can wait to try to record this video. I want to get this video out to you guys, but I'm not good enough at hardcore. To even try to compete. So like I'm thinking I'm just taking this game and I'm gonna do my best to get you guys this video as soon as possible because you guys have been asking for a lot of hardcore content, so I want to oblige. We got spawns for next. Hardcore hardpoint's not as bad as I thought it would be. You got him, teammate? I'm backing up. I'm trying to keep these spawns because in hardcore, if you don't keep spawns, you're in some trouble, to be honest. At least in hardpoint. We'll just hit the attack chopper. I don't remember the last time I actually got a nuke in hardcore, but hardcore requires you to play so much slower than I like. Alright, we're still back there. They just all hit the hill at the same time. I'm watching the back. I have a heart, but I'm not trying to hit it yet. I can't peek that anymore. I still died. Oh, that's hardcore in a nutshell right there, though. People are going for camos and stuff, which means they just camp for long shots, and then you got people like that who crouch walk around the map. I just personally can't do. I just can't do hardcore. A lot of shotgun users as well, man. A lot. Okay, I think this guy's gonna be on the top. Who's on the bottom? We're kind of popping off, so I really can't complain. There was a guy here? Oh no, that was a teammate. My fault, man. Feel bad for teammate that I just killed him, but thought I just saw a pair of legs out there. 44 and 3. I'm just gonna aim for a high KD. F it. Contesting hard point. Oh, they're gonna spawn in the back. That guy's got to be going for long shots or something. The way he's playing with an SMG, there's no way he's not. Like, definitely, no way. There's no way he's playing like that. I wish I could see his class setup. I can't see the kid. I gotta see. Is this kid still back there? I don't think he is. He is still back there. You're in a corner! Ah, man. L.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Got an attack chopper. Kids in garage. That's some bad luck on my part, honestly.
Hardpoint is secure. We've lost the hardpoint.
We got a harp. I don't think a nuke's in my future. Definitely not. Definitely not. That in the nutshell is why a nuke is just not possible for me in hardcore. I'm not bad at hardcore. Like, you guys can see in my reaction time's pretty good, but like, I am just too much. I'm too much of a core player to ever be good. Whose is that? It's gotta be ours, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so now that this is up, this might be some vibes. Sorry, teammate. Went through your body, man. Alright, you're here. Teammate snipe me. L. I got some time in this game. One thing about hardcore is you level up really quick. $95. If I can get a 100 bomb here, I think that'd be a W. Let me get in. I didn't think he was in the corner. L. And I can't do anything with that in the air. Alright. L.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile pipeline established overhead.
This attack chopper I bet kills me right now. It's just how it works, man. Somehow my team's still on the hill, though.
Contesting hardpoint.
Alright, we got 100. Man, that's all I can ask for. Honestly, I can't really do anything else in this freaking game. Like, this game has been a struggle for me. What are you doing? He's still gonna be there. Look at him. Look at him, man. That's the hardcore stuff I hate. If there was like a punishment for camping, I'd probably enjoy hardcore much more, but there is zero punishment for camping.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint contested. Lost the hardpoint.
If you use a shotgun in hardcore and you're not going for camos, you are a torturous person.
Hardpoint is secure.
I don't know why. I don't know who hurt you. For you to want to behave in that manner.
There's no room for traitors in our midst. Let's go. Hostile air patrol detected. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint lost.
I did get a kill chain, so that is a W.
Detected.
Oh, he's laying on the ground. Weenie.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Enemy cruise missile launch detected.
I'm dead. That Pittsburgh Alex kid has gotten me with every streak he's thrown at me.
Hardpoint locked down. Contesting hardpoint lost. Sit-rep. Napalm strike inbound. Enemy spy plane inbound.
I've had a good team for once, man. 130 kills. I'm going to take that just because I'm not a hardcore player. We've gone over it. I think that was a pretty good game. GG's. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you could make sure you hit that like button for me, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to the channel, make sure you also smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.